It's just quite unfortunate that the first ransom was paid at the back of security checking point, no, at the back of the Nigeria prison correctional center, behind the security checking point. The second ransom was paid behind it was paid in a carré, very close to the checking point in a carré. The second point, that's what they said. My own ransom was to be paid in a carré because of there was serious security tracking on my phone. They relocated me to Ibilo. And when we get to Ibilo, Ibilo is a major camp of the Fulani criminal herdsmen in this country. Headquarter. I'm calling of Edo State Governor, Ibilo in Edo State. In fact, when my wife and my brother, Ojajuni, was coming with Ransom, they told them to park close to the military checking point, which I was shocked. In fact, they told my wife that I should buy 20 pack of semo with 20 packs of plates with 10 Yahoo and 5 Yahoo drinks and 10 cold soft drink. Very close, the secretly, and this canteen too, the woman in that is below, very close to the military. I think they know much about this. The security architecture of this state. In fact, there are some certain things I want to say on the national TV. But if the Edo State governor and Ondo State governor, Southwest governor want to eradicate this Fulani herdsmen and identify fight for them. Fight for them. It's unfortunate that, you know, when my wife was going to the bush with the drivers, with my younger brother, they counted 8 motorcycles that was following them.
You have called on the federal government to quickly, you know, put a security architecture on Southwest. Don't you think the military base very close to here? You can also talk to the army too. That so some things like that are happening. Why can't you just make it something that will be Nigerian, not Southwest?
Thank you for that. Because when I was in the category of the Fulani herdsmen, after they released the 7 numbers of kidnapper, remember myself and one man called Garuba Dongo. Garuba Dongo is from Kogi. He speaks Hausa very well, and they were telling Garuba Dongo that they kidnapped us just 2 minutes before the Nigerian military checkpoint, that they are working with the military. That they are working. I don't want to say that. They are working. Yeah, I don't say. So on that, it's very important that
because a lot of people a lot of people have alleged the military. Yeah. Yes. And they came out openly to debunk that. I follow those trends.
That was actually I was going to discuss.
They came out to debunk that. So if you are coming out now, not only your life will be on threat, your life can be on threat with the military. Yeah. Because you need to give them an evidence.
The 10 of them, the Fulani herdsmen, the 10 of them, 9 of them dressed in military camouflage. If I was trying to look at their names, but their badge was covered. Their badge was covered, and they covered their eyes. And one of them said something that is very important that I have to keep. I won't be able to say for national security purpose.
Any other no, there should be a question from
yes. But as an add-on to what you've asked, we kind of emphasize the fact that there are many power companies in this regard, and the internal workings, because you can't work alone, from whatever you want to, from security people to the resident. Just like I said, there are so many intelligent reports that we have that we cannot divulge, just as weighty. So, but what we've discovered along the line, because I was involved, and some other people here were involved in full life cycle of what happened, from gathering intelligence to getting confidential information to getting involved in internal workings of delivering the ransom, because it becomes even quite disgraceful for you to tell people that your brother or your friend was kidnapped and you paid ransom in a place where we have security. Do you understand? These people are also so sophisticated that they know where they're tracking you. They have IT people working with them. They have IT people working with them. They have people that does like what you call scouting. They are with the people in the town. They pick intelligence. They let you know what's happening. Even some of the people you see that they are innocent in the forest, they are not innocent after all. So they have that internal workings and a network such that compensate for every single thing, from IT gurus to people within the security system to people that are common men in the town and to people that are common men that also think they are farmers. So I think it's a summary of so many things in that same ecosystem that helps them achieve success in what they do.
Good. Please, excellent. Now, one of the problems you have in Nigeria is underserved technology. And from your own experience, you have been there. How do you think, what do you think government can do to survive or reduce or curtail? Because you cannot eradicate insecurity completely. What do you think in your own experience that government can do? No. Yes. That government can do to reduce this insecurity drastically, criminality, whatever, drastically.
You see, when the late governor of Akeredolu, may so rest in peace, when he bring the proposal of Amateku in Southwest particularly, they were reduced of this kidnapping. And after the dismissal of the Mr. Governor, I think our governors are relenting. I think the first call for the Southwest governor to call a very important security summit to involve relevant, like Apex Group, Yoruba Coalition Group, so that we can be able to talk about how to strengthen the security architecture of Southwest with Amateku. As like I said, Amateku, I was kidnapped just 5 minutes to Amateku, and there was no response. In fact, it was military who went to bring our vehicles to their own base before they hand over to the police. And the military were there when they shot it, they came ambush. So what the federal government needs to do, we just talk about this local government, restructuring the local government policing and the state policing. We can bring in intellectual youth and equip the technology aspect of it, because those guys are ready to war, but when there is no sophisticated weapon for them to fight this criminal, the Fulani Herdsmen are experienced. They have AK-47. It was God that saved me. I sustained 2 AK bullets in my yash. The first bullet was removed in one of the hospitals in Nakura in Ondo State, which I will not disclose. We are planning for the second one. So it's as a matter of urgency, we need to go back to the restructuring of local government policing, community policing, and the state policing. Like Amateku have reduced. I'm shocked that I was being kidnapped in my own state, very close to Amateku. And the funny part, during the negotiation, some of our youth in Ondo State are speaking Ikare, are speaking Ondo language with the kidnappers. We are in serious problem. We are in serious problem, which I will not disclose. I'm calling on the Lagos State Governor, His Excellency Sanwo-Olu Babajide, and I know he can do it. He should convey a Southwest security meet as a matter of urgency, which I can be able to give certain security to the people that can be able to work with. So that we the youth, some of the youth can plus some of the voluntary can work to tackle the insecurity. For the funny part of it, since I have been released, the Ondo State Police Command has not contacted me. Not the state, not even the state governor. The state government rather. I've not contacted. For you to know that the Nigerian government did not care about its citizen. We are aware that a citizen of America came to Nigeria, was kidnapped, and the military, the FBI came to this country to rescue their citizen without the knowledge of the security of this country. It's quite unfortunately that the Nigerian police at this stage has not called me to come and give account of what happened.
Because of this issue you have just mentioned, do you think in your own experience that telecommunication industry has not done enough to be able to, track?
Can I?
Yes.
Can I
Can
comment
I
on
comment on that?
Do you know that in that forest, it's only MTN network that was true, and they used my phone because I use MTN.
And that's what the reason they were fined that time. They paid a huge amount of
So
money.
it's unfortunate that even the security agency cannot be able to track. So it's a questionable omission, yeah, because no Glow network.
Yes, I do. Because what I was going to say is that before our second coalition goes ahead, now you could realize that you're just talking about the network provider being accompanied. I will also tell you that even the federal government is also fund duty. You ask me why. After all, we need NIN. What is it supposed to be? Is it just for identification of citizens? No. Because I know so many land were bad because they were not attachment of NIN. NIN is to provide the leverage for which such things like this could be. Of course, if you're taking we know it's a common practice everywhere that most of the calls are teleguided. Most of those calls are recorded. Most of those calls are monitored. Do you understand? So what we are saying is that beyond the network provider has been accomplished, even before, I mean, when I mean accomplished, that they're not doing their due diligence because they could see all these things, see all these movements. As a matter of fact, his number was in the public. Once they get it, I think they can do more with that and give us information. The government have gotten our NIN. What has happened with it? Do you understand? I think with all that, this information could be put together and they have gotten a solution. So it's not just about the network provider. Just like he said, that network meter was a predominant network that was available there. We also talk about the, you know, the government who has taken all our data to aggregate all this information to see how they could help us, which help us.
Thank you. Sorry, sir. In the course of the interview, we have a bunch of reporters here. So, sir, do you have anything to ask?
Yes, my name is Chukwudi Oladimiji Akasiki. I work with the punching. I got this information, and I thought it was somewhere I could go. I didn't know it's this far. I'm sorry for coming late. So the question I want to ask is, beyond the issue of technology, security most times is man-made, and we find ourselves in a situation where we talk about how to solve the problem of insecurity. What about the problem of poverty? Because most of the time, when you arrest these criminals, they tell you it is because of poverty. Don't you think government should tackle poverty? In tackling poverty, insecurity will automatically reduce. What is your view about this?
Yeah, so can you talk about stuff?
Okay.
Let me also come in there. Once again, my name is Comrade Prince Dr. Tolani Azan, the President General Coalition of Yoruba Youth Leaders, and that is the apex body for all groups in Yoruba land. And that is the umbrella body. Now, first and foremost, beyond poverty, beyond economic meltdown, first we have to place premium on the lives of every citizen of this country. Today, we are faced with a situation where we place value and premium on cows, even more than the life of a citizen of this country. Where cows, where animals are being protected even more than human. When we can place premium on the life of an average citizen of this country, then that is the way to go. If we don't take that one serious, then we have not started. As individuals, as a government, let's be our brothers' keepers. If we value ourselves, if we know the importance of life, that this human being, you are not the one that created this person, and you definitely don't have the power and the authority to take life, and you value life, and you love yourself, you love your neighbor as yourself, you find it difficult to kill another person. But now, beyond kidnapping, there is organ harvesting in Nigeria. There is ritual killing in Nigeria. So many people are being killed on a daily basis. One boss chance, people are being killed, and robbery and the rest of them. And people are being killed on a daily basis. No statistics. So many people have left their houses, they didn't come back, and so many students are being killed on a daily basis because we don't have premium. We don't value life. That's why Americans value lives more than Nigerians. The value of an American citizen is much more important than even the value of that country. That's why the government of America can go to any extent to protect the life of a citizen. Until we get to that level as a government, then we have not yet started. First and foremost, beyond poverty, poverty has been here for many years, even before now. But we have never had it this bad, because the value, the moral, the virtues that we have as Omoluabi, as a people, the value is declining on a daily basis. Poverty does not mean that you should go and kill another person. Poverty is not only poverty of money, we have poverty of ideas, poverty of intellectuals, so many types of poverty, poverty of the mind. So when you are impoverished in terms of intellectuals, in terms of value, then you can condense to that level. But when you are poor, it doesn't mean that your mind will not work. It doesn't mean that your conscience will not work. This set of people that are doing all these things, they don't have conscience. And they don't place value on the life of an average citizen. And let me also say this, that apart from technology, apart from all other things that we have, because even technology will also be supported by man. Okay? But if the man behind the technology is even corrupt, what will happen? We have garbage in, garbage out, giggle. Okay? And that's why you find it that some of these reports are not coming out the way you expected, because somebody behind the scene is manipulating the record, manipulating data. And that is why every sector of this country, corruption is everywhere. In the banking sector, in the health sector, in the educational sector, everywhere is corrupt. So we have to have an holistic approach to resolving the issue of corruption. Not only in government there is corruption, everywhere there is corruption. So that is why, apart from poverty, corruption is the root source of all these things that we are seeing in this country. Until we address that, until we address the issue of social welfare, very, very important. Until our government continue to have policies that will have direct impact on the lives of the masses of this country, then we are not yet there. So many of these policies are anti-masses. And that's why people are feeling the pain. You cannot say you want to have a policy that will yield in the next 20 years. What will happen to those people who will not survive to the next 20 years? So we have to have a very instant elevation of poverty. Policies that will have direct bearing on the lives of our people, because people are suffering. We just have to state that clearly. People are suffering in Nigeria. So please and please, let's place premium, let's place value on the life of every citizen of this country. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so in addendum to what he has said, I want a situation whereby our federal government will lay more emphasis on their area powers, so that the way they gather information, the way they articulate some of the information that is gathered will be very, very well refined. Because the synergy, we discover that the military can work in this aspect, the Amoteku work in this aspect, and all that. No, but if there's synergy and there's the decisiveness on those people that are in charge, they'll be able to gather the information and be able to utilize it at the appropriate time. He has spent 12 years under the captivity.
12 days.
12 days. Sorry. 12 days. No, he has spent 12 days under the captivity. You know, some people may not have that kind of strength. With bullets, 2 bullets in his boots for 12 good days inside the bush. Some people may not have that stamina. They will not have that stamina to really move around. So we want a situation whereby the synergy will be well enhanced, such that this all our law enforcement agencies, once there's any security breach, it's just by a small die, everybody will swing to action and will be able to have results at the end of the day. So that is very important. Thank you.
Kilarigbo TV, ìkànnì amúlùdún àkọ́kọ́ tó ń gbé àṣà àti ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ Yorùbá lárugẹ.